Something is coming to the USA, and it might not, or to the world. It might not be bombs, but it will be disaster and death and hell. The Master God of the angel armies is emptying Jerusalem and Judah of all the basic necessities, plain bread and water to begin with. He's withdrawing police and protection, judges and courts, pastors and teachers, captains and generals, doctors and nurses, and yes, even the repairmen and jacks of all trades. He says, I'll put little kids in charge of the city. Schoolboys and schoolgirls will order everyone around. People will be at each other's throats, stabbing one another in the back. Neighbor, and I actually would love this if all of these were withdrawn and we had little kids in charge of the city. I pray that would actually happen. Schoolboys and schoolgirls will order everyone around. People will be at each other's throats, stabbing one another in the back. Neighbor against neighbor, young against old, the no account against the well-respected. One brother will grab another and say, Look, you've got a good head on your shoulders. Do something. Get us out of this mess. And he'll say, Me? Not me. I don't have a clue. Don't put me in charge of anything. And, maybe the school, the young people do have a better sense than old folks. Anyway, Jerusalem's on its last legs, but they probably don't. Judah is soon down for the count. Everything people say and do is at cross purposes with God. A slap in my face, brazen in their depravity. They flaunt their sins like degenerate Saddam, doomed to their eternal souls. They've made their bed. Now they'll sleep in it. Reassure the righteous that their good living will pay off, but doomed to the wicked, disaster. Everything they did will be done to them. Skinny kids terrorize my people. Silly girls bully them around. My dear people, your leaders are taking you down a blind alley. They're sending you off on a wild goose chase. God enters the courtroom. He takes his place at the bench to judge his people. God calls for order in the court, hauls the leaders of his people into the dock. You've played havoc with this country. Your houses are stuffed with what you've stolen from the poor. What is this anyway? Stomping on my people, grinding the faces of the poor in the dirt. That's what the Master God of the angel army says. God says Zion women are stuck up, prancing around in their high heels, making eyes at all the men in the street, swinging their hips, tossing their hair, gaudy and garish in cheap jewelry. The Master will fix it so these Zion women will all turn bald. Scabby, bald-headed women. The Master will do it. The time is coming when the Master will strip them of their fancy baubles, the dangling earrings, anklets and bracelets, combs and mirrors and silk scarves, diamond brooches and pearl necklaces, the rings on their fingers and the rings on their toes, the latest fashions in hats, exotic perfumes, and aphrodisiacs, gowns and capes, all the world's finest in fabrics and design. Instead of wearing seductive